everybody, welcome to this lovely piece about my forthcoming sitcom called Being Belinda. We're going to take you to the front, we're going to take you to my favourite place behind, we're going to show you all the ins and outs, ladies and gentlemen, so stick around, you're going to enjoy this little journey.
She has just 1 week to prove herself. If she doesn't, then I shall start moving the pieces into place. As far as I'm concerned, the scandal is out.
Belinda Scandal, as we see her in this particular programme, is a councillor of a fictional town called Dribbleton, and she's basically wants to be the Lord Mayoress of Manchester. She wants to rise above the pulpit, but she can't because there's too many family issues. So she needs an assistant to help her. She hires an assistant from the job centre, God knows why, that happens to look like Thelma from Scooby-Doo, and the rest ensues and ensues and ensues.
I would say, at its heart, it's almost like Coronation Street on acid. You know, it's about those family stories. There's a lot of comedy, just like in Coronation Street. There's a lot of fun. There's a lot of comedy. There's some great lines, but more importantly, there's these relationships at the heart of the story.
And so, really, what we want to do is we want this to hit TV screens. You know, we want to have a budget, reshoot the pilot, shoot the next 5 episodes, and be able to sit down and proudly watch this show on television. And the feedback that we've had is that people would watch this show. People really enjoy the humour. We've got a chance as well through the comedy to really challenge stereotypes, to have real fun with it, to create some great drama, and a show which people want to come back to episode by episode to find out what's going to happen next. So that's really what we wanted with Being Belinda.
And I wrote a few things a couple of years back, but I was never confident enough to show them to anybody. And then Twyman Media came to me and they said, let me see what you've got. So I undid my dress. And he said, no, I want to see what you've written. So I said, well, all right, then I'll show you what I've written. So I showed him what I'd written. I'm looking at Crosswell. I showed him what I'd written and he said, that's very good. It's borderline Shakespeare. And I said, yes, I know it is. It's depressing. And he said, now listen, I want to read it fully. So what I've done so far is I've written now 4 episodes so far. We've got cliffhangers in it. We were only told to make a pilot. So I put about 3 cliffhangers in the pilot. I thought that was the only way to do it. So and poor James, bless him, our director, he's had to deal with every cliffhanger that I've come up with. There's more cliffhangers in this than there is on the end of Dover, to be honest with you.
If you like RuPaul's Drag Race and you like Coronation Street, put them 2 together and that's what you've got. Because essentially, yes, it is a drag queen, but it's a woman. It's a woman who has a family and has a history. And basing it in Manchester was really important. We wanted it to be homegrown. We wanted to use Manchester actors, Manchester crew. We shot it all around Manchester and Salford. And after seeing Cucumber, Banana and Tofu, I just went, this is what we need. This is the kind of telly that I want to watch.
Blown away by how welcoming and wonderful and colourful and fantastic it is. I myself am not an active part of the LGBT community. I am, as they would say, I'm straight. And so for somebody like me to come into this world and see the potential for so much storytelling, my big goal is for other people who are not familiar with the LGBT community in the way that I've become familiar with the LGBT community to grow to love it as much as I do. And Belinda is a great chance for people to do that. This is not for me. I know at the moment, people are saying, oh, it's a great LGBT show. For me, it's not that. It's a great show.
What, you think I'm going to a bingo hall with this piss-ridden old ball bag?
This isn't over yet.